Coming up on Haynes Garage, bolt-on power, turbocharging, supercharging. What's the difference? We'll explain. With Haynes repair manuals, you can do it. Haynes shows you how.
Hi, I'm Steve Ford for Haynes Garage, and today we're going to talk about one of the best values of what you can invest in your vehicle to upgrade the performance with a bolt-on assembly, in this case, that's a complete package that you can buy from various companies that manufacture superchargers. In this case, this particular type of supercharger that, yes, it looks like a snail, but in reality, it's spinning an impeller that can spin up to 52,000 RPM to mash air into your engine and overcome that vacuum that you've heard about. When you stand on the gas, it creates vacuum inside the engine and the induction system, the intake manifold. At atmospheric pressure, 14.7 psi at sea level, you have almost 15 pounds of pressure coming into the induction system. But once you crack that throttle, it creates vacuum inside the engine, and all of a sudden as the engine speeds up, it's racing to capture that air-gas charge coming in and then expel it. You can port and polish heads, you can put on headers, you can increase the induction system flow, but unless you have a turbocharger or a supercharger, you're not going to have quite the performance that engine's capable of putting out with the pressurized air coming in. So let's talk a little bit about how you go from vacuum to pressure with the supercharger specifically, as well as the kit that we've got in front of us. First of all, though, noting the difference between a turbocharger and a supercharger, because most of you have probably heard both terms. So let's clarify the difference. The distinct difference between the two is that a supercharger is mechanically driven. What do I mean by that? Well, in the case of this centrifugal supercharger made by Vortec, which is the design we're working with today, there are many manufacturers out there with similar kits and designs. This happens to be one from one manufacturer that we've got for a specific vehicle, which is our Infiniti G35 project car coming up ahead when we install this whole assembly into that vehicle. The drive system on a mechanically driven supercharger, in this case, happens to be belt driven with power from the crankshaft, spinning power from the crankshaft driving the supercharger in this particular design. So the faster the crankshaft turns, immediately as it turns faster, so goes the supercharger. Now that's mechanically driven. The turbocharger uses exhaust gas to drive the pressurized side of the turbocharger. Now it takes that exhaust gas, and when you stand on the gas in a turbocharged vehicle, there's a lag time typically. Sometimes it's very small if it's engineered well, but rarely does a turbocharger ever come as close as the performance of a supercharger in terms of the instantaneous acceleration that you get with a supercharger. Okay, now with that explanation of supercharger versus turbocharger, let's go ahead and talk about this centrifugal supercharger design and how it mounts and operates under the hood of your vehicle to upgrade what you're driving. So as a mechanically driven supercharger, we've got to operate just like a supercharger on a dragster or a powerboat racing engine. You're going to have a drive belt that drives the cogged pulley on the supercharger. This centrifugal design supercharger requires the driven power, and it's got to become delivered via a cogged wheel on a mounting bracket that comes with this particular kit. This bracket mounts under the hood to engage with your existing serpentine pulleys and belt. This larger size belt is similar to the one that you've currently got on your vehicle, but it's longer to accommodate running over the modified setup here with these pulleys that engage with your standard serpentine belt, but they ultimately then, even as they operate in the serpentine pulleys in this standard design, on the other side it's going to be the cogged pulley that is going to be driving the supercharger. So this entire bracket is custom made for this particular installation on the Infiniti G35, and manufacturers of supercharger kits like this, different brackets built pre-manufactured obviously to match your engine design. So the front side of it actually looks a lot like your pulleys that you already have on your typical engine, but this allows a mounting for the supercharger and an arrangement to have a cogged belt driven on the back side that is engaged with your supercharger to operate it. Now, that is all included in the kit, along with some other critical pieces that have to be done to a typical installation of a supercharger, and that is, when you're under hard acceleration, you're going to go through a lot more fuel. You don't want to run out of fuel pressure, so this kit includes a high-performance fuel pump that ups the pressure and the volume over the stock OEM pump, which you're going to need. In addition to the upgrade fuel pump, is a fuel pressure regulator that's going to be designed to work just with a supercharger and allow the volume and control that's calibrated to the specific needs of the supercharger over and above your standard fuel system. You also need, as you probably can imagine, when you're running more pressure, you need to change the parameters of your fuel injection system and your ignition system. So this Vortec particular design, and many other manufacturers offer similar types of upgrades, provides a supplemental module that modifies the curve of your advance for your ignition and also your fuel injection parameters to increase fuel flow and modify the performance of the engine. What's notable on this is, in addition to including all the connector and wiring assembly pieces to modify and install this with all very clear instructions, it also is CARB compliant, California Air Resources Board compliant, so that you're not getting outside of emission requirement parameters. So it's all compliant here, which is pretty cool. The performance boost plus you're legal. And then on top of that, when the compressor wheel is spinning, and you might slow the vehicle down or decelerate at any point, you need to have an air bypass valve so that while the compressor wheel is spinning high, you may decelerate the vehicle. The air bypass valve is electrically controlled and allows a discharge of excess air coming out of the compressor. Pretty cool design. Now, as we move into the other components that you need to be thinking about, of course, is as you go through the final assembly, your instructions take you step by step right up to when you're ready to start the ignition and run it. But there are some changes that you might look at down the road, and you can go to your specific manufacturer to learn more about those. You can change the ratios, the sizes of the pulleys, sometimes the internal gears, to change the amount of pressure coming out of this particular compressor. Higher performance vehicles can take higher boosts, and you have to be sure that you don't overboost an engine. And another important consideration is this impeller can spin up to 52,000 RPM, which is incredibly high speed, obviously. But if you go above 52,000 RPM, just like an engine, this compressor can come apart if it's over-revved. So you want to be sure you watch the manufacturer's specifications for your pulleys and arrangements and gear ratios and how much boost you put out. Here's the great news. When you buy a kit like this, it's like walking into a speed parts warehouse with an expert and going to each shelf and each bin to get the exact parts and pieces you need for this particular vehicle you're working on. So that gives you an overview of what the kit includes for this particular vehicle and how superchargers and turbochargers can give you that boost, where superchargers give a little bit of a distinct advantage, I think, with that quick snap of the throttle because it's immediate. As the crankshaft speed increases, so too goes the supercharger. And by the way, if you have a supercharger or turbocharger project that you can show us and let us know about, we're here for the conversation on Facebook. So follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and please subscribe here on YouTube, because up ahead we'll be adding the install video right here, as well as other videos about the automotive world and projects that you can do too with your hands-on talents. Now, on behalf of all of us at Haynes Garage, I'm Steve Ford saying to you, keep it between the guardrails. Thanks again for watching.